Okay. Whoops. Alright, so this is supposed to be sort of a tutorial for the combos that appear on that spreadsheet. I'm pretty much just going to go down the first column, the combos that I like, and then I'll go through the common routes and show everything with all the EX damage and stuff like that. Not all of these, but most of these combos, anything that ends with that command order, can be cancelled into the EX Fire if you've got some meter to burn. Likewise, it can be cancelled into Crosscast Veil Off, into the EX Stab, into Infinite Wars. What that looks like. Is that. So those are really easy to get. They can come after a lot of those combos. Yeah, it's great. So let's just go through that spreadsheet. I might skip one or two of the anti-air ones, maybe not. We'll see. Okay. So the very first one. Whoops, I messed it up, but that comes from that just comes from a 5A, 5A, 5C. And then you just juggle. You can finish with EX if you feel like. Same thing without the EX. It's just that 3293 damage when vorpal. Alright, and then on the right you see I have those templates for like medium, easy, easiest, or rather hard, medium, easiest, which is just sort of the difficulty for me when it comes to executing that combo. So I have them organized that way, and those are just shorthand. So medium can come from all sorts of things. Come from 5B, 2B, 5A. The one that I have on the spreadsheet right there, you can see is 5A. So another nice 5A starter. 5A is good because it has pretty good range, and it's you know, it's your neutral jab, so it comes out pretty fast. It's better than 5B, which comes out actually kind of slow. It does have really good range though, so you can poke. Same with 2B. Alright. This is the medium round. So it involves juggling them around a bit with the kicks. I'll do it again. Before launching, and then always catch with neutral A, and then into C, and then into sort of the main Thanatos combo there. 2A. 2A is a really good jab. Comes out quick. Pretty stubby, but it can be good if you're in the corner and someone's smashing you and they're doing overheads. That'll usually get you out of it. There are exceptions, of course. Overheads with low crush, like Wagner's. That's not going to hit it, so that overhead, Wagner's overhead will hit it. So you don't get the counter with that. But you can go into the easy route with it, which is quite nice. And that's one I would probably, a route that I would recommend getting used to, because you can go into it from almost anything. If you hit and you're panicking, you don't know how to confirm that damage, you can go into that combo. Whatever your starter is, into 2C into 5C, and jump A, B, C, slam them down to the regular old Thanatos combo, which you'll probably get very familiar with over time. It's pretty much just that. And since that will end most of your combos, that can go into lots of EX stuff. Assault. Usually, Assault, pretty much just want to hit Assault with C. That has really good range, nice long poke. A is good, but it goes down, and at some ranges it won't hit very well. But C is nice and long, does pretty good damage, and then you can convert into, if it hits, you can convert into 5A, or you can convert to 2A. If it gets blocked, you'll need to go to 2A. So so probably get in the habit of just going to 2A most of the time. Because if you go for the 5A after they block, then you might get hit. And after that, it's just a matter of going into what I call the UNIST combo, which is pretty much just the 2C, 4C into the Thanatos combo. Oops. Like this. Oops. Cool. So it's not bad damage. I think other characters get more damage off of assaults than Orie does, but I mean, if you gotta get in with an assault and get that damage, then that's not too bad. Alright, so let's do anti-airs. Start some dummy recording. Okay. So, this is important because to get the effect on a lot of these, you'll need that counter hit. Someone needs to be coming in with some kind of air attack. You can poke them out with 3B. That's Orie's main anti-air. Doesn't, won't come out all the time, but it's useful to have. And this is the main anti-air combo, is if you get them close enough, or low enough in the fall, you can immediately cancel into a whipping 2A. You can see that jab coming out there after the stab. And that's important, because what that allows you to do is then juggle him and go into what basically resembles the hard combo. Jump up after them. That's a valid combo, so oops. You can see I'm not used to doing all these combos myself. Alright, so there's that. That's the best anti-air if you can get it to come out. That one requires a counter hit though, as I said. Which will give you enough time to give them enough stun basically for you to do the entire combo. Which is pretty good right now. Next is an anti-air 3B into a jumping ABC. Oops. This looks a lot like the easy combo, and you can actually do that. You can go, whoops, you can go A, B, C, A, B, C. Okay, hold on. A, B, C into 3B into the regular combo. That'll actually do less damage than if you go to 5C after the aerial bit. Okay, hold on. Alright. Hitting him while he's too high in the air. That's what I swear, this one does. Okay. Alright, you know what? We're gonna turn that off. We're just gonna make him jump. Alright. Okay. So that's 3B. The jumping ABC. If you can land it into 5B into the steady thing. See if I can do that one more time. Okay. So yeah, they're jumping at you. 3B is the answer. And you got a few combos you can confirm off of that. What else? Oh, I missed one. Something easier you can do is if you land that anti-air, just go right into calling Thanatos and smack him around a little bit. That's probably the easiest anti-air response. And that route, this bit here actually shows up in other combos. So you practice getting good at that, just poking enemies out of the air. Alright, this next one requires that you have Vorpal because you need to chain shift. But what you can do is, and this one's kind of hard and tricky, and I wouldn't recommend it. I've never done it in a real match, but you can do your B version Divine Thrust 236B, and chain shift, and then immediately catch them with the 2C and the 4C, and then launch them up, which goes into the hard combo. One more time. So yeah, not that easy to do in practice because that 2C needs to come out immediately after the chain shift, or else it'll be too far away. But if you happen to get a stray poke like that, then you happen to have Vorpal, you can chain shift and convert into a nice big combo. If you have more meter, give him a Spire or something. Okay. What's this? So all the rest of the 236B. So yeah, B version Divine Thrust, especially the increased version, holding the button. It does a lot of damage on its own, 1700. But the best part is you can get a bunch of different combos off of this for really good damage. For instance, you can go right into the medium combo. Delayed there. Jeez. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, almost 4,000 damage. Pretty good. But more importantly, you can go into the hard combo after. Alright. Which will get you... Oops. Oh man. It's called the hard combo because having to do the swoop in the air, and then... Whoops, and then the dragon punch on the ground can be a little tricky, especially when you're online. Oh man. And sometimes timing that 2C when they're on the ground really escapes me. You can see, I'm not that good at the game. But, there you go. With Vorpal, 4,211 damage. Some real big boy damage, and that's without EX or Bail Off or anything, which you can totally do after that combo for some extra damage. Something else that's good to know is if you have 200 EXS and your vitality is low, like now, after this goes for most pokes, but so after most pokes you can confirm into her what is it called, the infinite EXS, EXS infinite word, the special one, not this one, but this one. So, and you can do that after that Divine Thrust, and if it hits, you can just cancel very safely into that super for a whole bunch of damage. Almost 5,000 for free. I mean, you need to have 200 EXS and really low health, so not really free. But you know, if it's late in a match or something, that could be a good way to close it. If you happen to get in. All right. What else? Okay, so 6B. These are the next ones. These are the overheads. So the easiest one that I do most of the time is in overhead and then into the command orders for Thanatos. So forward circle back A followed by B. You know, get them away from you. But the best part is while they're being knocked away from you, you can also do the B version of Divine Thrust. 6B into that move and juggle them. You have to delay the thrust just a little bit, so that'll give you a little extra damage. And even better, if you do that, if you land that, you can land the EX Divine Thrust. This is cool. If you have enough meter, I think you can land 2, but they have to be pretty low to the ground. Let's see if I can... Alright, maybe not. But, so maybe you can't get him with another EX one. But, if you've got the meter for it, you can hit them with that EX, and then poke them out of the sky with 3B, and then go into your Thanatos combo. And that's always fun. The quarter circle back A order is not going to work. Not going to work. So I just do it out of muscle memory. But if you're smart, you should try not. Yeah, okay, if you do it too early, it'll just float above the EX stab, so you gotta be careful. So poke them out of the air, and you'll see that the A version whips. They just recover during it. There's a reason for that. I'm not sure what it is, though. Something to do with OTG, which is off the ground, but I don't know what that actually is. Some fighting game term. Let's see. What else? Well, I'll try to do it correctly this time without the whip. A little too far away that time. Obviously, since it starts with an overhead, this will be used for if they're crouch blocking, so maybe you start a string of some kind, and they're crouch blocking, so try to mix them up with that overhead. And if it hits, you confirm into some damage. There's one corner overhead, so a little extra damage. There are a few different things you can do here, but it starts the same, with the overhead followed by the A order followed by the B order to knock them up. And then there are a few different things you can do here. You can poke them, you can use 3C, that kick there, knock them back up, or you can use regular C, and after which you can usually launch, and then bring them back down, and go into your regular command order combo. Yep. If you hit them too high, they'll recover they'll recover usually during that kick or when that B order comes down. So you'll have to get used to timing everything right, but at the same time, if you do it too late, they'll just recover off the ground and try to bring it too close. Yeah, as you can see, 5B will also catch them. So the moral of the story is, after the overhead, do the command orders, and then just juggle them with something. Tag them with something, launch them, and then catch them in the combo. Now let's see if I can do it one more time successfully. Okay. And again, on this one, the A order also won't work. That last one, I mean. So you won't be able. So if you want to get the EX, you're gonna have to do it on the B instead of waiting until after the thing. All right. What's next? So yeah, dashing. So the dash is actually pretty similar to the overhead answer. Dashing C is not an overhead, it's just regular. But while you're doing that, you can cancel into 214A, 214B, and then you can do the same thing where you can sort of stab them as they're flying back. And you can get into some more damage from there if you have the meter. Alright, as you can see, I need to practice more because I keep dropping or missing the combos. But anyway, that's what dash does. You can also open. So I have one combo opener that opens a 2-1-4A, which is actually a pretty good for neutral poking because it has really nice range on it. I think you just have to step forward like a centimeter for that to hit high from standing position. It won't hit at the start of a round. Or yeah, I don't think it'll hit at the start of a round. Maybe if you're quicker with your inputs than I am. But since I tend to go a little backwards with my quarter circle. But yeah, and it hits low. That's really important. That'll catch a lot of people off guard. And the B version has a little bit less range, I think, but it'll still hit most of the time if you manage to land that. But another thing you can do is if you just hit with that, you can go right into this thrust, and you go into oops, and then go into medium combo. You need meter to do that, but also probably need to be a little closer. You also need to delay the 5C quite a bit in order to juggle him successfully. But it looks a bit like that once you finally get it. So just like with this, the quarter circle back, you can do the same thing with the quarter circle forward. Same combo. Same combo except it starts with divine thrust instead of this. So after this, you go into the X thrust, catch him, and go into medium combo. And there's some damage. Yay, damage! Alright. The next ones are a bit rarer, at least for me, but I feel like they're good to know. And a lot of these come from neutral jump. One of them's an assault, but it's not an overhead, so it's not going to catch many people off guard, but you can try. So one of them is jumping C into jumping C into 2-1-4A while in the air. Oh, sorry, no assault. Jumping C into 2-1-4A into dashing B, and then you're going to catch. What makes this one hard is you need to kind of delay this fire. You need to kind of delay that 6-2-3A, or else they will recover right when you try to catch them. So right after the dash, maybe just make sure your stick is back in neutral so you're giving yourself a little bit of extra time. And then you'll be able to catch them and go into the damage. Pretty similar is just sort of like skipping the C. Just hit them with jumping 2-1-4A, the A order, into 5C or 5A, 5C, and then into the standard juggle. Catch again. If you catch them low enough, then you'll get a combo. You can also do jumping 2-1-4B, and this will go right into the medium combo. You have to make sure you're kind of close to the ground if you want to get a combo off it, which can make it kind of risky because you want to do it high up, where they're likely to hit your persona if they try to come at you. But they'll have to do it pretty low, which means they probably have to be recovering from something. But if they are, you can go right into the medium combo. Do it one more time. That's it. And you can do jumping 2-1-4B out of assault. But like I said, this this just sort of counts as a jumping attack. This is not an overhead, so it's not. So even though it's an assault, it's not going to beat a crouching grab. But this also goes into the medium combo. So the assault might just be like a faster way of getting it out. Not always safe. It can make for decent Okie if they're trying to recover after a previous combo that maybe can assault in, throw out Thanatos, which, you know, since there's a slight delay on it, it might hit them while they're trying to press a button at you while they're assaulting or something like that, so you can catch them off guard if they're trying to recover. So this is another one I wouldn't use too much because it starts with 623B, which has really long recovery. So if you hit them, if they're blocking when you hit them with this, you're gonna take a combo because you're wide open. But if they're up in your face and they just did something really unsafe, then likewise you can hit that. CS while you're in the air. They'll probably take some practicing CS while you're in the air, and then do the jumping 214B, just landing back to the ground. And then after that, what you have to do is catch up to him, you have to dash, catch up to him, and then the goal is to catch them in the medium combo. It's going to be kind of hard, because they'll recover pretty fast. This one is rare enough that I don't know if it's worth the trouble of me trying to successfully do it. Oh, there we go. Okay. You can see the second A order didn't land there at the end, but so keep an eye out for that. But that's fine. Alright. So as for the orbs. So these are pretty useful just for controlling space as Orie. Obviously Orie is really good at getting in with that B version Divine Spire, which is totally safe on block, so if someone blocks it, unless they change shift or something, you can immediately go into blocking and be pretty safe. The whiffs, however, is totally not safe, so if you're too far away, whiff, you'll be open, you'll probably get hit. So the orbs, really good for controlling spaces. Orie, A version drops it pretty much right in front of you, B version drops it a few feet away. After the throw, yeah. Hi. The micro. Set a few people away. After the orb, you can get into the medium, either of the medium combos if you happen to juggle. Like that. So if you drive this close, they get hit by it. Oops. You can try running. Do the medium combo. Pretty good damage. The orbs are also really great after a throw. They're going to be really far away from you. The one drawback of Orie's throw is it knocks them really far away. So maybe they might want to rush back in. So maybe to prepare for that, throw up an orb. If they're running, you can Divine Thrust. Or if they're expecting Divine Thrust, then you can maybe run past it. Or if it catches them in a block, you can run up and grab them. Again. Things like that. That's about it. So the only other thing to know is after your standard Thanatos combo, you can go into that. After that final A, you can bail off, catch them with the DX thrust, and after, as long as you hit them DX thrust, which you'll have to delay a little bit. You'll have to delay until basically they're on the downward swing of their fall. Now hit them, and then from there, you pretty much just mash A, B, and C until until the infinite work comes out. I'll get damaged. The good news is if you do the EX thrust too early, like this, if you still match A, B, and C, the infinite work will still hit. You can still get the damage from that. So if you whiff that thrust, that's okay. You still have time to get in. I think that's everything for now.